congrats on the win. Just give me your thoughts on the performance tonight from your guys.
Yeah, I didn't think the first half was up to the standard that we expect of ourselves. That being said, I told them at the beginning of the week, this is a difficult place to come play. You look at the heat, you look at the turf, all those things, but ultimately there'll be no excuses at the end of it. Both teams have to play on it. Both teams have to play in it. These games are usually not pretty. Tonight was a classic example of that. At the same time, I think we showed really, really good character tonight in the second half to make sure that we're walking out of here with 3 points. So, not our prettiest moment for sure, or prettiest 3 points, but these games off and on the road are about the grind and about the mentality. And I thought the second half we certainly showed that.
And if anybody has any questions for Danny, please raise your hand. What does it say about your group that they can still put up 4 goals and win on the road when maybe not playing their best?
Yeah, I think we look. I said this to my staff when we got back into the locker room, that we need to get back to getting shutouts. We need to get back to our defensive principles being difficult to break down, winning second balls, defending the box well. Those are areas that maybe we look at and say, you know what, that wasn't at the level tonight. But I want to get back to a shutout. I want to get back to clean sheets. Again, to your point, it is impressive to be able to put in 4 on the road. But at the same time, I want more control than we had tonight. I know I'm sounding negative, and I don't want to do that because the boys put in a shift. They really did, and I am proud of the work that they put in. I just thought we could have been sharper on the defensive side of the ball.
In terms of positives tonight, Phil, as it stands currently, is now the league's leading goal scorer. He gets 2 tonight, both on long throws from Josh Jones. Just tell me about him and his performance in both of those goals.
Yeah, look, Josh, about Phil or Josh? Phil?
Both of
Uh,
them, really. Yeah, both of them. Whoever.
look, Josh brings us a different dynamic for sure. He's been excellent since he's gotten his opportunity. Obviously, we work on those plays in training. Phil does an excellent job to get on the end of obviously both of them. I thought Phil worked his ass off tonight as he does week in and week out. And when you look at the amount of goals that he scored, I think it's even more impressive when you look at the work rate that he has defensively. So, those two, I thought those two were both excellent tonight, and our hope is that we can keep that going.
Um, and Jansen, 4 goals in 3 games for him. I mean, I know we've talked about him a ton over the last month or so, but it's deserved because he's just on such a tear. What do you say about what he's doing right now and the way he's playing?
Yeah, we talked to the group after Charleston and said, look, the difference was we were efficient. We were efficient in both boxes, and he is the definition of that. At the moment, anytime he gets the ball in the final third, we're confident he's going to give us a chance. And if you look at his technique, it's another level, and he deserves to be talked about because he's excellent. He's doing a great job.
And then Aiden, the other goal scorer tonight, it seems like for a wing back, especially, and a guy that's, nominally a defender, he gets a lot of chances and puts up a lot of shots on the stat sheet, and he gets one to go tonight. Seemed like a really great finish. Just give me some words on him.
The definition of a guy that represents the Louisville City mentality. I mean, on both sides of the ball, he's going to run until his legs fall off. He's going to get on both sides of the box, both ends of the field. Sorry. It's an excellent finish. It's an excellent run. It's a great ball from Davi. And I thought defensively, he won a lot of critical headers as well in the box.
Um, Caden has a question. Thanks for raising your hand, Caden. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi Danny. You talked a little bit about the first half and sort of the defensive struggles with your side, but can you elaborate maybe on the second half and how you guys were able to come out of the locker room and sort of grind out a result, get 2 goals and pull away, just sort of the positives from that second half performance?
Yeah, we felt in the first half every time we went to press, they went long, and we were losing a lot of second balls. So the idea was to drop a little bit deeper. We knew that they're vulnerable in transition. So the idea was to drop off a little bit deeper once we win the ball, look to play forward, squeeze the field a little bit more. And I thought the guys did an excellent job of that, in the second half. I would say that was the biggest difference between the two halves, was where we started our line, again, going back to the efficiency in the box.
And if anybody else has any questions, raise your hand. Just a couple more from me, Danny. Look, I mean, it's 3 points on the road. It may not have been the best performance, but you get the job done. Tell us what this means looking ahead for next week. You got New Mexico coming in, a really good team out of the Western Conference.
Yeah, looking forward to being back home again. Obviously, looking forward to seeing the community come out. Obviously, you saw against Charleston what that type of crowd does for us, does for the players specifically. I think, don't quote me on this, apart from today, 3 out of our next 4, I think, are on turf on the road. We're close to that. And so important that we come back home against a good team and we pick up 3 points before we go on a little bit of a road trip. We know New Mexico is a good team, obviously a top team in the West, and we're going to have to make sure we get back, we recover, and give our best effort.
Last one for me. 2 of the 3 goal scorers for you tonight have mustaches. Will we see more mustaches on the team now, do you think?
Oh, man. We'll see. We'll let the guys do what they need to do. If Jansen keeps scoring goals, he can do however many mustaches he wants.